But you see, what I didn't realize at the time and what Kevin had to learn the hard way is we were breaking an unwritten and unspoken rule of show business. And if I say it, you'll know that I'm telling you the truth. The rule is that no matter what you do in your artistic expression, you are never, ever allowed to upset the alphabet people. You know who I mean. Those people that took 20% of the alphabet for themselves. I'd say the letters, but I don't want to conjure their anger. It's too late now. I'm talking about them L's and them B's and them G's and the T's. People be surprised. I have friends, all kinds of letters. Everybody loves me and I love everybody. I got friends who are L's, I got friends who are B's, and I got friends who are G's. But the T's hate my fucking guts. And I don't blame them. It's not their fault, it's mine. I can't stop telling jokes about these things. I don't want to write these jokes, but I just can't stop. You know, you hear all those letters together all the time, LBGT, LBGT, and you think it's just one big movement. It's not. All those letters are their own movement. They just travel in the same car together. And my guess is, what is this, high school? This nigga probably got a babysitter or something. Go on and answer your phone, nigga. Just get that shit out of here. I'm in the middle of something important. Wouldn't it be funny if we made fun of him and he's like, and he went outside like, hello? Mama's dead. Oh no! Mama's dead. That was a weird time phone call, wasn't it? It's like his phone is gay. Like I was saying, my guess is the G's are driving that car. That makes sense to me, because there's white men in the G's. And these people are trying to get around discrimination and oppression. And you know how white dudes are. We know these roads. In fact, we built these roads. The rest of you buckle up, we'll get you to where you want to go. So the G's are just driving the car. Of course, next to the G's in the passenger seat is the L's. Everybody likes the L's, except for the G's. I don't know what that's about. I just know the G's don't like them that much. And the G's always say like little subliminal digs on them. It's unnecessary shit. It's not mean, but you know what I mean? They just be like, I wouldn't wear that. The only thing that breaks the tension between the L's and the G's are the B's in the back seat. That's right, there you go. Everybody scream out when you hear your letter. If it's one thing that the L's and the G's agree on, is that the B's are fucking gross. They seem greedy to the L's and the G's, you know what I mean? They're just sitting in the back seat like, yeah, man, I'll fuck anybody in this car. What's going on, man? And sitting next to the B's all the way in the back seat by themselves, looking out the window. That's the tease. Everybody in the car respects the tease, but everyone also resents the tease. It's not the tease fault, but everyone in the car just feels like the tease are making the trip take longer. Anything the tease say gets on everybody's nerves. And then the tease don't even say anything bad. They just be in the back talking to himself. I'm hot. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Just roll the window down, you bitch. I don't know what you... What? Just said I was hot. Could you pull over at the next exit? I need to use the restroom. There is not a restroom for you for 4 states, nigga. Will you just shut the fuck up so we can get where we're going? And just when that car can't get any more tense, the cues are a hitchhiker that they pick up on the road. Some white dude in booty shorts is walking down the freeway. G's see him. That guy might be one of us. Hey, are you okay? You need some help? And he come over there with them booty shorts leaning on the window. Hey, what's going on, fellas? Lady. Whatever pronoun makes you feel comfortable in the back. Yeah. I don't really know where I'm going. I don't know if I'm gay or I'm straight or whatever. All I know for sure is that I really want to get in this car. And they make him get in and sit in between the B's and the T's. I feel bad for T's, but they're so confusing. And it's not all my fault. I feel like they need to take some responsibility for my jokes. Because I didn't come up with this idea on my own. This idea that a person can be born in the wrong body. But they have to admit, that's a fucking hilarious predicament. It's really fucking funny. If it happened to me, you'd laugh, wouldn't you? That wouldn't be funny if it happened to me? I think it would be. What if it did? What if I was Chinese, but born in this nigga body? That's not funny. And for the rest of my life, I had to go around making that face. Hey everybody, I'm Chinese! And everyone get mad. Stop making that face. That's offensive. What? This is how I feel inside. It's hard not to write these jokes. It's hard not to think about. Even when I watch sports, I be thinking about, like think about, okay, say LeBron James changed his gender. You know what I mean? Okay, can he stay in the NBA, or, because he's a woman, does he have to go to the WNBA where he will score 840 points a game? What does it actually mean to be equal? You know what I mean? Like, if women are actually equal to men, then there would be no WNBA, would there? You would just be good enough to play in the NBA with us. Or, here's another idea that's gonna be very controversial. You could shut the fuck up. I'm sorry, ladies. I got a fucking Me Too headache. Y'all is killing me right now. It's really fucking tough to watch what's going on. You know, ladies, I said it in my last special, and I got in a lot of trouble for this. I told you you were right. But the way you're going about it is not going to work. But I'm biased. I said it. Louis C.K. was a very good friend of mine before he died in that terrible masturbation accident. And it was his room. You read the story. He was masturbating in his own room. That's where you're supposed to masturbate. And then he said, hey, everybody, I'm gonna pull my dick out. Nobody ran for the door or nothing like that. They all just kind of hung out like, I wonder if this guy's serious. And he came on his own stomach. There it is. What is the threat? Have any women ever seen a guy that just came on his own stomach? This is the least threatening motherfucker the earth has ever seen. All you see is shame in their face and cum dripping down like pancake butter. He didn't do anything that you can call the police for. I dare to try. Call the police on him. Hello, police? Yes, I am on the other line with comedian Louis C.K., and I think that he is masturbating while I'm on the phone. You know what the police are gonna say in Atlanta? Well, what are you guys talking about? They ruined this nigga's life, and now he's coming back playing comedy clubs, and they acting like if he's able to do that, that's gonna hurt women. What the fuck is your agenda, ladies? Is sexism dead? No, in fact, the opposite happened. I said it was gonna get worse, and they said I was tone deaf. But 8 states, including your state, have passed the most stringent anti-abortion laws this nation has seen since Roe v. Wade. I told you. I'll be real with you, and I know nobody gives a fuck what I think anyway. I'm not for abortion. Oh, shut up, nigga. I'm not for it, but I'm not against it either. It all depends on who I get pregnant. I don't care. I'm tell you right now, I don't care what your religious beliefs are or anything. If you have a dick, you need to shut the fuck up on this one. Seriously. This is theirs. The right to choose is their unequivocal right. Not only do I believe they have the right to choose, I believe that they shouldn't have to consult anybody except for a physician about how they exercise that right. Gentlemen, that is fair. And ladies, to be fair to us, I also believe if you decide to have the baby, a man should not have to pay. That's fair. If you can kill this motherfucker, I can at least abandon him. I said, I need a gun immediately. The guy didn't answer, no questions. He just grabbed a 12-gauge shotgun, handed it to me. I'd never even held a gun before. I'm not a dummy. I'm like, well, I need some bullets too. And the guy reached under the counter, put 2 box shells on the counter. He said, all right, buddy, which box do you want? I didn't know. One box had pictures of some ducks on it. The other box had a picture of some deer. I said, well, what's that box with them ducks? He said, oh, that there's birdshot. And then he goes just like this, I'm not exaggerating, he goes, that won't kill a man. He said, it'll just pepper him up nicely. I said, what the fuck? Pepper? I said, well, what's that box with the deer on it? He goes, oh, that there's buckshot. That'll put a hole in the goddamn truck if you wanted to. So which box do you want? And he picked the one with the deer up and shook it. I thought he was trying to trick me. I was like, do you have a box with a picture of a white dude trespassing on it? Because it's exactly the strength I'm looking for. You suffer, I suffer. You suffer, I suffer. That's how it works. Can't do comparative suffering. If you're hungry and your friend says, you know, people are starving in Africa, so what, nigga? I still want lunch. Black people know about comparative suffering, and you know this is a fucking dead-end game. Blacks and Jews do that shit to each other all the time. You ever played Who Suffer More with a Jewish person? It's a tough game. Whenever you think you got the Jewish guy on the ropes, that motherfucker will be like, well, don't forget about Egypt. Egypt? God damn, nigga, I didn't know he was going all the way back to Egypt. There was a big dance coming up in the middle school. I was 12 years old. I said, Dad, can I go to the dance? He said, of course you can go to the dance. I want you to get out and meet some more kids. I said, great. It costs $3 to get in. And my dad said, ooh, sorry, son, I don't have it. I was like, what the fuck? You don't have $3? Well, then how are we alive, Dad? Dad said, if you want to go to the dance bad enough, I'll tell you what, if there's some money in the change jar, get the money from there. I was 12 years old. That's what I did. I showed up to the dance early. There's a long line of kids waiting behind me while I'm at the door trying to count out 300 pennies to get inside. I will never forget this shit as long as I fucking live. Oh, man, you know, if you've been poor, you know what that feels like. You ashamed all the time. Feels like it's your fault. And all them kids was laughing, ha, ha, ha. Look how poor Dave Chappelle is. Like, when I think back at it, that's really the only time in my life that I ever thought to myself, I should kill everybody at school. Let me tell you, this kid is only 16 years old. Listen to what he did to me. This motherfucker calls me up in the middle of the night. It was 1 o'clock in the morning. He goes, Dad, don't be mad. I knew something was terribly wrong. I said, what's going on? He said, listen, I'm fine. And don't forget, you told me to do this. I'm at a party, and my designated driver had too much to drink. And me and my friends need you to come pick us up. I said, Jesus Christ, it's 1 o'clock in the morning, nigga. I am shit-faced. But I figured, fuck, it's better me than some kid. I might as well roll the dice and go pick my nigga up. I said, all right, I'm coming to get you. Just give me the address and I'll be right there. And then he gave me the address and I was shocked. I said, son, you are not gonna believe this, but I'm at the same party, nigga. This opioid crisis is a crisis. I see it every day. It's as bad as they say. It's ruining lives, it's destroying families. Sadly, you know what it reminds me of, seeing it? It reminds me of us. These white folks look exactly like us during the crack epidemic. You know, it's really crazy to see. And all this shit they talk about on the news about how divided the nation is, I don't believe it. I feel like nowadays we're getting a real good look at each other. It's wild because I even have insight into how the white community must have felt watching the black community go through the scourge of crack. Because I don't care either. Hang in there, whites. Just say no. What's so hard about that? How far is Rachel willing to go? What is Rachel willing to do so that we blacks can believe that she believes she's actually one of us? Are you willing to put a lien on your house? So that you can invest in a mixtape that probably won't work out? She didn't even change her name. Didn't even change her name. Her name is Rachel. I can't believe in that name. If you want my support, you're gonna have to change your name to the blackest shit I've ever heard. Bitch, you're gonna have to change your name to Draymond Green. I don't know a blacker name than that. That shit is black on paper. If you type Draymond Green into Airbnb, that shit will log off automatically. I saw that videotape of that lady that got beat up in LA in the traffic. They beat a black woman. This woman didn't even do anything wrong. Didn't even go to court. The city of LA just gave that woman $1.5 million for her pain and suffering. That is not bad, considering that's the same amount of money that Marcos Maidana made to fight Floyd Mayweather the second time. And this woman obviously hasn't trained a day in her life. You can see it on the tape. She didn't come to fight. Her guards were low. She was taking a lot of shots. Everybody's mad at police now. I watched that. You see that shit on Netflix? The making a murderer, the Stephen Avery story. Yeah, well, if you haven't seen it, check it out. Stephen Avery is in more trouble than any white person in the history of the United States has ever been in. In a justice system designed for him to thrive, he's failed miserably twice. I can't even wrap my mind around it. If Making a Murderer was about a black dude, that shit would be called Duh. And now we get to the core of the crisis. What is a woman? What is that in this day and time? Is there even such thing as a woman or a man or anything? Seems to be a question nowadays. Now listen, women get mad at me, gay people get mad at me, lesbians get mad at me, but I'm gonna tell you right now, and this is true, these transgenders, these niggas want me dead. I've gone too far, I've said too much. And I gotta tell you, I'm very worried about it. I'm not even joking. Every time I come out on stage, I be scared. I be looking around the crowd, searching for knuckles and Adam's apples to see where the threats might be coming from. A nigga came up to me on the street the other day. He said, "Careful, Dave, they after you." I said, "What? One they or many theys?"
You can't scare these white people. I tried. Roll up on them. Boo! The hell is wrong with you? Those days are over. I'm glad that, like we're doing a show here by Howard, and you see like white people come out, and that's good. And one thing I'm seeing, you'll be walking down the street and you'll see like a group of black dudes walking. Not just any old black dudes, we talking, thugs. Talking, there'll be some thugs. And in the group they got like one or two, sometimes as many as 3 white guys will be with them. You ever seen this shit? Let me tell you something about those white guys. Those white guys are the most dangerous motherfuckers in them groups. It's true, man. There ain't no telling what they've done to get them black dudes respect. Well, them black dudes have seen them do some wild shit, I'll tell you that. I've been trying to tell brothers that. Every group of brothers should have at least one white guy in it. I'm serious, for safety. Because when the shit goes down, somebody's gonna need to talk to the police.
If you're in a group that I made fun of, then just know that I probably will only make fun of you if I see myself in you. I make fun of poor white people because I was once poor. I know what it's like to have a cold house. I wasn't allowed to touch the thermostat growing up without asking my father. And it would be fucking freezing in the house. I'd be like, "Dad, please, can I please just turn the heat up to like, I don't know, 32, nigga, it's really cold." And my dad would say, "Just put more clothes on, David. Got all 3 of my outfits on, nigga. When you look at me, I'm freezing up here." And I said this, I didn't say it to him, but I said it in front of him so he could hear it. I said, "I fucking hate being poor." And my dad got really upset. "You are not poor." He said, "Poor is a mentality." He said it's a mentality that very few people ever recover from. Don't you forget it, son. You are broke. Americans generally respect one another's beliefs, even if they don't share those beliefs. I know I do. I respect everybody's beliefs except Amish people. Because they are the only ones that I can say clearly their God is wrong. Speed limit is 75 miles an hour in Ohio, and 1 lane of traffic is blocked by a goddamn horse and buggy. Your God is ridiculous. All the Amish people around my way know me too. Not from television, obviously. They know me from the streets, because when I see them horse and buggies, I'll pull the Porsche over and talk to them. Ezekiel, are you sure that God doesn't want you to have any of this technology or this energy? Huh? I can't hear you, nigga. Let me turn this air conditioner off. What did you say? And sitting next to the bees, all the way in the back seat by themselves, looking out the window, that's the T's. Everybody in the car respects the T's, but everyone also resents the T's. It's not the T's fault, but everyone in the car just feels like the T's are making the trip take longer. Anything the T's say gets on everybody's nerves. And then the T's don't even say anything bad. They just be in the back talking to themselves. "I'm hot." Shut up. Shut the fuck up, okay? Just roll the window down, you bitch. I don't know what you... What? Just said I was hot. Could you pull over at the next exit? I need to use the restroom. There is not a restroom for you for 4 states, nigga. Will you just shut the fuck up so we can get where we're going? We'll slap him at the Oscars. That wasn't even the gangster part. The gangster shit was sat down and enjoy the rest of the show. Wow! That was a tough one. I done seen a lot of wild shit in my life. Slap Chris. Now, I don't know whose fault that was. I don't know what was going on. Chris is my man, but you know what I mean? You don't have no easy delivery. I saw that shit. Can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it. The nigga was laughing at first. That was a tough one. Everyone asks me what I think. I don't know what I think. They say, Dave, who do you think was right? Well, I mean, I don't know who was right or who was wrong. What I do know is it was Bill's dream that night.
Right?
Everybody on the internet was like, if he would never slap Dave Chappelle like that. Or if he slapped Dave Chappelle, some shit would happen. You know what I think when I see shit like that? Shut the fuck up. You're gonna get me slapped. He look like he slapped anybody. The fuck was that? Movie star slapping. That slap was wild. The war in the Ukraine stopped for 3 minutes when they our ancestors were picking cotton in Georgia like one slap. I don't think I've seen anything like it. He had an abusive father. He survived that, found rap music, became the first rap artist to ever win a Grammy, and then seamlessly made the transition from rapping to acting with The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bit of a break from the norm, just a little something to break the monotony of all those hardcore jams that got in the bit. What a fly fucking nigga this was. And then he just stopped rapping. And one movie at a time became the biggest movie star this world has ever seen. And you guys say who's right or who's wrong? Who the fuck knows? I can't judge Will Smith or Chris Rock because I see myself in both of those men. I am a lunatic. I am the man that has had enough and will slap the shit out of the next motherfucker that says something that upsets me.
The crazy thing is I'm more nervous about doing stand-up than I am about bungee jumping out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon. When you do music, you forget your lyrics, the audience knows them. And they catch up and they pick up, they go with it. With your stand-up, if you stutter, you stumble, if there's one moment where your heart jumps, they see it. To be able to stand on a stage with a microphone, no music, no backup dancers, no special effects, no second chances, just you, the microphone, and the crowd, to me is the hardest thing in entertainment.
This guy is actually his first time doing stand-up. I feel like he might have a future in it. Make some noise for what's his face.
Stand-up is on my bucket list because I've always been terrified of it.
I remember this one. It's straight to match like this. Said, what's that? Richard Pryor running down the street.
There's nothing in entertainment that is more terrifying to me than standing up in front of an audience with just a microphone, with the anticipation that you will make people laugh. Yet when you connect to people, there's nothing like that.
So I'm headed over to see the master. That's the first step of anything, anytime you want to do something new. And there's only one master that I would ever want to learn from in terms of stand-up. That's going to be a segue, right? That'll be like a segue. All right, so shoot, see how this is how the anticipation builds. All right, so we got it over my shoulder, right? Yeah. Maybe drop into slow-mo, maybe some black and white, as we build the anticipation for meeting the master. I'm like a young grasshopper, and I'm ready to meet the master. Yeah. What's good, man? What's up, man? What's up, brother? Weeks from now, you know.
Hell no.
12 weeks from now, Dave was like, cool, next week.
Yo, you call your brother, I come running, man. You know what it is, man. I appreciate the hell out of you,
Love, man. Appreciate you, man. So I just wanted to sit with you and get some pointers and some ideas. I've never done stand-up. Like, I've never used my life to create material to try to make people laugh.
Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll run down a checklist.
Yep.
All right, and I don't know who's directing it, but you might want to put these things on the lower third.
Ooh, on the lower third.
Yeah.
Put it
somewhere
right
around here.
there.
There should be some,
man.
somewhere. Okay.
See, that's why you come to a master right there.
Yeah. You know, I know the lingo. The first thing I'll tell you is confidence is key. The reason you should be confident is primarily because you're Will Smith. Like it's not gonna go bad. No. Because I've been watching you for years. You're actually a funny dude. I've spoken to you before. You're a great conversationalist. Because what else do you really need? All you need to do is pick the right to talk about.
Yeah.
So then number 2, pick the right to talk about. And the best advice I got ever doing comedy was from a comedian that was not particularly good, but the advice was very important to me. He said, you are one of these comedians that think you have to be funny all the time. And you don't. But you do have to be interesting all the time.
That's deep.
It works,
I like
man.
that.
Yeah, it is.
You have to be interesting all the time.
So you just gotta look at it like you're conducting a conversation with no rebuttal.
Got it.
They're talking back with their laughter, or in many cases, in my cases, their disapproval. It's definite. You know, but especially someone of your stature, if they can feel you, they'll never forget you. They'll be like, okay, this is the greatest that's ever happened. And you can tell them about anything. The more embarrassing it is, the more relatable you are, because because everyone thinks you're perfect. Nobody's
like, this is part of my bucket list.
Yeah.
Things I've always wanted to do, things I've been afraid of. So I'm jumping out of a helicopter. I'm doing stand-up.
And I'm Kathy Griffin.
Yeah. And it's never been more dangerous.
Hello, Q-tip.
Yo! What's up, boy? Yeah.
It's Will.
I got your shades on.
What's up, man?
Man, I ain't got no CeeLo dice though.
I know, hey, listen, I was like, if that's tip, you got, trust me, we in Vegas, we gonna easily get 3 dice.
There you go.
Yeah!
CeeLo King.
Yo, them dice.
Don't let the smoke
Dice.
case fool you.
Listen, they just
He'll
do.
take all your money.
They just let the dice do. They do what I want them to do. They do what I want them to do. 1, 2.
Hold up, boom, get the right angle, bam, bam, ooh, bam, jam, that's hot. So yeah, we just back from Vegas. So it was good, it was a good trip, I'm feeling very excited. All right, can I be honest with y'all? I'm just testing the camera. This is my first, it's a new camera, so I really don't have nothing to say. I'm just testing the camera.
The stand-up is about exploring my life, having the opportunity to think about my life and think about my experiences in a way to craft them into jokes is a beautiful self-exploration. With me being the source of the material, I just need help mining my life and mining my experiences to be able to structure them into a routine. I got a sense of the type of stand-up I'll do. I think I'm a straight storyteller. It's not jokes for me as much as it's stories.
As a fan, I kind of wanted him to talk about stuff that I want to know, you know, like how he feels about his family's success and how his family is growing and how they're all superstars. Talk about some close things that people really haven't heard about on stage. So it's going to be really intimate. It's going to be a door opening into Will's life.
It's my morning walk. I usually take a morning walk out at the house. Jada turned the whole damn house into a set. See that? Look at all that. What the is that doing? What is she shooting on the roof? Y'all see that? That's my house. I have lost control of my house.
Tell us the real reason, the deeper reason for you as to why you are doing this.
You've known me for a really long time. You've known me for more than half of my life.
Absolutely.
You know how much fear I function under.
Absolutely.
The construction of the character of Will Smith was in order to not be scared. On the show, the way that I talked to women, the fun that I would have as a character talking to women was because of how freaking terrified I was my whole life to talk to women. What I've discovered is as I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free. What's up?
In my mind, there's a huge potential emotional tragedy in people going, I'm getting nervous.
Are you?
We're getting close. Yeah, I'm actually getting nervous. I'm gonna learn something about myself. One of the things I'm already clear about is I care too much what people think about me. Like there's something I have to earn from people, like addicted to adoration. Like I thought I had broken that, but as I can see, I still struggle with a little bit of a need for approval. The nerves around being judged are huge for me. It's been a big part of the difficulty in experiencing the joy that I want to experience in this life. And even doing the stand-up, if it sucks, it sucks, but I'm not going to allow the fear of the disapproval of others to keep me from living the way I want.
The good news is fear is good for comedy.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, it's the best.
I need that.
One of the best shows I ever seen, a guy that went on was terrified.
Love it. All right.
Yeah, no,
Good.
that's good.
So I'm lined up for that.
Yeah.
I'm definitely lined up for that.
The other thing is you gotta remember, you're a big star.
Yep.
If you look anybody directly in the eyes, they might look away.
Wow.
That's the power
Wow.
of celebrity. And you're a good dude. You don't have to put on any airs. You just, whatever. You know what I mean? Being a good dude in comedy, that's rare. Comedy, painfully addicted to nicotine. You know the hardest part for acting with me? Not looking in the camera.
Not looking at
I can't even do the basics.
Do you have any comments about Kanye West running for president?
What?
Kanye West running for president.
I've heard nothing about this man.
Oh, really?
No, I haven't heard anything about this.
Okay.
Man.
All right.
Well, hopefully we'll get the right celebrity in office.
Yes. Can you, Will Smith, or you run for president?
You would vote for me if I ran?
I would.
All right,
yes.
I'm gonna consider it. I'm gonna take that under advisement.
Please.
And I'll be the vice president. That way, nothing bad will happen to Will.
Oh my God, that is wonderful.
A rock and a hard place.
I love you guys.
I love you. Be well.
We have to make a movie together.
That will be hilarious.
All right, man, what's my last minute pep talk?
You said something to me in Vegas that I've been thinking about since you said it, about confronting fear, like that's what your life's about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, that's a great way to live.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing that is so admirable about it is, even myself, I rarely step out of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, you know who makes me nervous when they're in the audience?
Who?
Eddie Murphy.
Really?
Yeah, I don't get starstruck and something about when I see him in an audience.
Really?
It makes me feel bad about myself. Because I know he's better than me.
Yeah.
Even though he don't do it anymore, I'm like, you're naturally more gifted.
Eddie's hilarious, man. The Godfather.
Yeah, he's a wild dude.
Growing up with Eddie Murphy, I was from the Eddie Murphy generation, and it was just a superpower. It was magic to be able to stand on stage and make people feel like that.
Even though it's 1982, it's still a risky business to be the first black president. You have to give speeches like this. My fellow Americans.
Eddie Murphy was the singular image of what a young black man could become. And he didn't compromise his blackness. It's like, if you're gonna do it, you gotta do it like that.
Feel that energy? Feels good in here, doesn't it? Well, don't forget, herpes is in the room.
I've definitely used fear to overcome my internal and personal weaknesses. How can I use the negative emotion that I'm experiencing and direct it toward positive outcomes?
I want to bring another guy up to the stage. This guy is actually his first time doing stand-up, but I don't know, something about his guy. I feel like he might have a future in it. And every once in a while, as the host, you got to go with your gut. So please give this next gentleman a warm round of applause. Make some noise for what's his face.
I know y'all like, what the hell is Will doing up there? Let me explain. It's my 50th birthday next week, yep. And I've decided I'm gonna do every damn thing I've ever wanted to do in my life. I'm gonna meet everybody I wanna meet and go everywhere I wanna go, So this is one of the first things on my bucket list, to do stand-up. Next week, I'm bungee jumping out of a helicopter over the Grand Canyon on my actual birthday. Third episode, I'm gonna have sex with Kathy Griffin. Dave made me say that. It's really a new time in my life. My kids all grown, my family, they all doing their thing. And, I've kind of lost control of my house. Like Jada, she's shooting her show, the Red Table Talks. Have y'all seen that? Red Table Talk. Oh, yeah, you saw it, yeah. No, you can enjoy it because she not telling all your business. Yeah, Jada giving it up on Red Table Talk, boy. Sorry, babe. Because my wife, Jada's here. She's right here. I wasn't expecting Jada to be here. I wasn't expecting to have to say it in front of you.
Will, you think of the script.
I'm not. Oh, man. Even Jaden, like Jaden, that's my dog. Jaden was my one family member I thought I was going to have. He got this new joint, Icon. I don't know if y'all heard what you call an icon living. Start a record label, Misfits. Yo, that joint is crazy. He recorded it in my house, put it out, and never said to me. I found out on Spotify. And I'm looking on my playlist, like, new music from Jaden Smith. Like, who the is Jaden Smith? You know, and I get to the house. I'm like, yo, Jaden, dude, that Icon joint is fire. He's talking about, shh, mommy's shooting in the other room. So I'm like, hey, yo, Jaden, man, that joint is hot. Yo, hey, you think I could jump on that remix? He talking about, I was like, he just looked at me like I'm the second best rapper in my house. So I waited for him to go to sleep. I went in the studio, I jumped on the remix anyway. Boy, you know why you was an icon living? You was born from an icon living. While he was still asleep, I just got all my Grammys and put them all over the house. He came down for breakfast in the morning. I'm drinking my coffee out my summertime Grammy. I'm petty. Like, I'm not even going to front. I'm petty. I come from a long line of petty Smiths. My father was petty. I remember when Independence Day came out, and it was like, it had broke all the records and all of that, and global, biggest movie, everything. And my phone rings at 3 o'clock in the morning. He like, hey. I'm like, yo, Dad, what's up? Hey, man, you see these numbers? I was like, it's 3 o'clock in the morning, Dad. I ain't see that. Hey, remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad, man, I remember. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck, only what you make. Remember I told you that? Dad, I remember. It's 3 o'clock in the morning. Remember I told you there ain't no such thing as luck. Luck is when opportunity meets preparation. Remember I told you that? I'm like, yeah, Dad. He said, that's bull. You the luckiest mother I ever met in my life. I'm Will Smith. Thank you very much.
What I've discovered is if you are comfortable, you're not growing, and that's real. As I confront every little fear, it's how I build freedom. Every time I confront a fear, I feel more free. It's what Buddha called sublime detachment. Life is so much fun when you don't give a
Performance so fun, top of my game, Balan Shalan, the sound of my name rings like the cock of a Glock. Explain my fame easy, I just shock them a lot. I first fake left, move right, all it take.
Don't forget who I am. Don't forget what I am. I am a black dude. And don't ever forget how I got here. My ancestors were kidnapped. I don't even know where the fuck I'm from. They were put on the bottom of boats. They sailed them across the Atlantic. Many of them died. Only the strongest survived. And once they got here, they beat the humanity out of my people. They turned us into beasts of burdens. They made us do their work. And the irony is, hundreds of years later, they called us lazy. We fought in the Civil War. We damn near freed ourselves. Then in Reconstruction, black people did great. My great-grandfather was a very wealthy man. But then the black codes came, Jim Crow came, and it was 100 years of unspeakable oppression again. Lynchings, all kinds of terroristic acts to keep us in the margins of society. And yet we still fought. And Dr. King was born. And then things got better. 20 years after Dr. King was assassinated, Michael Jackson was moonwalking on television. Something, 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 Barack Obama. And Donald Trump, and now here we all are. 400-year nightmare. Took us 400 years to figure out as a people that white people's weakness the whole time was kneeling during their national anthem. That's a brittle spirit. That's right, nigga. On the rockets, regular. Ah! Ah! What are you doing, nigga? Stand up! The Vice President of the United States got involved. Mike Pence got involved. He went to the game himself. These niggers will have to stand when they see me. And all them football players looked up in the stands and saw Mike Pence and said, Mike Pence, come on, y'all. Wu-Tang. Bow! Oh! Foiled. Brittle spirit. I could kill every white person in America at one time. You know how I'd do it? I would just wait for the Super Bowl. And right when they sang the national anthem, I'd have O.J. Simpson walk to the 50-yard line with them bad knees. Yo, what the hell's he doing here? Oh, I know what he's gonna do. Stop him! I just want to help. I want to be a good guy. Like, I can't even say the word Me Too anymore. The nigga tonight was like, Dave, I'm going to the comedy club. I was like, I am also going to the comedy club. And I didn't even know it was happening, but I guess I became like a feminist in the last 3 weeks because I can't watch porn the same. Like, I watch it sometimes, but I can't click on these motherfucking thumbnails, not with those titles. Guy crams young girl in the ass with hard right. I can't click on that. Come on, nigga, give me something I can click on. Dude gets sucked off by a midget. Little person, I say to myself. It takes me hours to find one clip. What the hell is this? Marginally groomed feminist enjoys consensual sex with vaguely homosexual guy with penis the same color as mine. Click. There's a lot of black dudes haven't been getting Me Too. I don't want to jinx myself. You know why, though? Obviously, black women go through the same thing, right? The reason is because black women from slavery won't tell on us. Because they know that no matter how bad we black dudes are, white dudes are very mean. They're scared to see us get punished. My wife is Asian. She'd tell on me in a goddamn second. Ain't no fucking up in the Chappelle household. And the wildest shit about it is I live in Trump country. I live amongst the Tiki Torch whites, poor white people. And I'm rich. If it's ever pitchfork time, nigga, I'm in a lot of trouble. And nobody in my family believes me. I be trying to tell the kids, man, we gotta run these drills. They're like, we don't want to run your stupid drills. Too bad, son, you have to. Tiki Torch whites come upside, what are you guys supposed to do? Come on, Dad, what are you guys supposed to do? Squint our eyes and stand next to Mom. That's right. Me, your gun and your groundskeeper uniform. That's right. I'll go outside and see what they want. It is wild, bro. Where you from, man? Where you from? New York. You from, what, Manhattan? Brooklyn. You are from Brooklyn, aren't you? You look like you can rob somebody with a hammer. Brooklyn niggas rob you with shit they find around the house. I just got stabbed with a toothbrush. This nigga must be from Brooklyn. You gotta man the fuck up, y'all. I don't mean to be disrespectful, because, man, I know you're upset what I said, but, you know, I know you're right, but come on, baby, it's me. I was right once. Remember that? Does anybody remember when I was, like, missing from show business for 12 years? Remember when I had, like, this really popular show and I quit? I remember I walked away from $50 million. A lot harder than walking away from Louis' freckled dick. I didn't know that I'd ever work again. And yet here I am tonight. Did my dream die? No. I remember that shit. You don't remember that when I quit my show? Remember, when on the way out the door, I said, something's wrong in Hollywood. I believe they said I smoked crack. That's right, I remember. Remember they called me crazy. So really, you know, you're right, ladies. Congratulations. Enjoy it. And they coming for you, bitches. They coming for you. There's one person that's uncomfortable. You know who's the most uncomfortable motherfucker in the room? The nigga that's right. I was just walking around like Tom Cruise at the movies, just looking. And ruin the whole orgy by accident. It's easier to ruin an orgy than you think. All you gotta do is wait for it to get kind of quiet and then go, ew. I know I feel bad. But I just feel like this is all happening for a reason. And ladies, I want you to win this fight. 10 years ago, I might have been scared, but you know, I got a daughter now, so if you win, she wins. So I'm rooting for you. And I agree with you. At least ideologically, I do. I don't know if you're doing it just right, but I mean, who am I to say? I don't think you're wrong. I just think that you can't make a lasting peace this way. You got all the bad, but the minute they're not scared anymore, it will get worse than it was before. Fear does not make lasting peace. Ask black people. And that's what it is. What this city really needs, without irony, I'll say this, the cure for LA is in South Africa. You motherfuckers need truth and reconciliation with one another. Because the end of apartheid should have been a fucking bloodbath by any metric in human history, and it wasn't. And the only reason it wasn't is because Desmond Tutu and Mandela and all these guys figured out that if a system is corrupt, then the people who adhere to the system and are incentivized by that system are not criminals. They are victims. And that the system itself must be tried. But because the how systems work is so compartmentalized as far as information, the only way we can figure out what the system is if everybody says what they did. tell them how you participated. Because men want to help, they're just scared. Because Ben Affleck tried to help. Hey, what happened to these ladies is disgusting. Oh, nigga, you grabbed a titty in 95. All right, fellas, I'm out. Fuck that, I ain't helping.